Hey everybody, today we're going to learn how to create some artificial intelligence. You may have done this already with this good tank, bad tank game. And we have a good tank here and a bad tank, and we want this bad tank to chase around the good tank. So to have them do that, we're going to set up some artificial intelligence, and right now we're going to show you how to do that. First up, we're going to need to do is create an attribute, and this attribute needs to be a game level attribute, and this attribute needs to be a real number, meaning it can have decimals and negatives and all those sorts of things. Often we will use an integer, but that's a whole number, and we need a real number. So we'll select real here, and we're going to create two. So I'll go ahead and select another one. Now we need an attribute for the X position and for the Y position for the good tank. So I'm going to call this good tank X. So there's the good tank X. We'll go ahead and leave it at 0. And this one here will be good tank Y. So good tank Y. So that's good tank X and good tank Y positions. Now I'm going to head over to my good tank, and I'm already here, and I'm going to use a constrain attribute. So right there, constrain attribute behavior, and I'm going to put that in. Now I want to constrain two attributes, and these attributes are right here. So I need to select that attribute, and that's a game level attribute, as we know when we set it up, right? So I'm going to type in G right here, and game will come up, and then we'll see good tank X. And we want that to be equal to the position of the good tank, its X position. And that is itself. So I'm going to type self. And I'm going to find the position. And it's going to be X. And I'm going to hit update here. And there we go. So now we know this attribute here is equal to the position of the good tanks, or X meaning back and forth across like that. So now we want to do it for the Y. So I'm going to add another one of these. So I'm going to go down here and hit constrain attribute. There it is. And I'm going to select the attribute, which in this case will be game.good.tank Y, because we already did X up there. And we'll click our little expression editor here, and this will be self dot position, the position of itself, dot Y this time. And I'll hit update. Awesome. So now we have constraints, or we basically equalized these two attributes so they're equal to wherever the blue tank is. That then gives us an opportunity to head over to the bad tank, and at the bad tank we can now set it up so that the bad tank will chase the good tank around. And to do that, we'll need to think about our move to and rotate behaviors. So I'm going to do the move one first. So move. And there's move to there. And I want this move to, now this is the X, see how it goes back and forth and even says X. And the next one is the Y right here, the up and down. So I want the move to be equal to the attribute that we have over there. And that's a game level attribute. So game dot good tank X. Update that. And then this one here will be the opposite, of course. And that will be game, because it's a game level attribute, dot good tank Y. So now the position of the bad tank will equal the position of the good tank. And if it's not in that position already, it'll move to follow it. Now we also need the rotate, right? So let's do rotate here. And rotate to position. That's for the tank to turn like that. And we're going to click here just like we did before. Exactly the same stuff, really. Game.goodTankX. There it is. And this will be game.goodTankY. So game.goodTankY, like that. Okay, perfect. So we have the move to and the rotate to position are all set. Now, when we go on to our scene, our initial scene here, I just set up, and I'm going to drag on these two actors. The red actor is going to chase around the blue actor, so it should move right towards it. So let's see if that happens. And we're testing it out, and he turns and he moves right towards it. And as soon as he gets to that position, of course, he stops because that's what he wants to do is match it. But I don't have the it set up yet, the controllers for blue. But as I move the blue tank around, then the red tank would follow. So that's some basic artificial intelligence used to chase one actor or have one actor chase another actor around the screen. What cool ways can you use that?